haven't logged into this game in so long. I thought I was free. I thought I was finally free. And then Blizzard's gone and made an actually really nice looking Feral Druid tier set. So let's give it a little look. Bet you didn't think you were waking up to a new Feral video today, did ya? Let's do it. 10.2 PTR is now live, or has been live for probably a little while now. We got all the goodies, the snacks that are going to be on the horizon. One of those being the new Feral Druid tier set. And if you haven't seen it, for whatever reason, then here you go. Here it is. So the 2-set bonus, Feral Frenzy grants Smoldering Frenzy. Increases all damage you deal by 20% for 8 seconds. Seems very reasonable. Feral Frenzy. The 4-set bonus. Feral Frenzy's cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds, from a 45-second cooldown to a 30-second cooldown. During Smoldering Frenzy, enemies burn for 10% of damage you deal, as fire over 10 seconds. More damage. Why not? I'll take it. So, that means a few things. Now, this isn't going to be like a Feral Druid guide. I think, you know, I might do one if people want. If you want a guide, let me know in the comment section below. I think Cheesy also put out a really good guide as well. It's actually very nice. I watched that. Fantastic stuff. But this is mostly just going to be talking through some of it, how I'm feeling about it. I'm actually very excited. I'm almost positive. So, Feral Frenzy is now going to be a 30-second CD, which means two very important things. One, more often we're going to get burst, and we're going to get this tier set bonus and stuff like that. It's all amazing. That's fantastic. But also, it's now going to line up with Tiger's Fury, which means we're always going to have that nice syncing of Tiger's Fury with Feral Frenzy. It also means that it sort of lines up nicely with all of our other CDs, which are normally, like, you know, 30-second CDs, 1-minute CDs, 2-minute CDs, depending on if you're playing 1-minute Convoke, 2-minute Convoke. If you're playing Incon, it's about that 130-ish mark as well, so it's like, you know, or depending, 2-minute-ish mark, like, it's in that region. So, you know, you're kind of looking good there as well. But Feral Frenzy lineup for Tiger's Fury is really nice now. It also, as I just mentioned, sort of brings Convoke back into things, which for some people is going to be very distressing, but for me, I sort of like Convoke. I thought it was unique, and I thought it was thematic. I thought it was quite befitting of Druid. I quite liked it. So, Convoke coming back, it's something I've been playing with in 10.1 anyway. So, for it to now probably be a very solid option, particularly in Mythic Plus, excellent. I'm looking forward to that. You can play 1-minute, you can play 2-minute. We can have that sort of discussion. Probably not going to be running CI, so you're probably going to run 1-minute Convoke. It's really good for Mythic Plus. We've got burst for like every pull and stuff, so that's really cool. But also, I think it'll be good in Raid. And then on top of that, we've got a couple other new things going on. Some shiny new toys. We've got Saber Jaws. So when you spend extra energy on Ferocious Bite, the extra damage is increased by 40%. That goes up to 80% with the second point. So that's huge extra damage on our bite now. And, you know, somebody mentioned in Cheesy's videos about how during your Berserk window now, you'll actually probably be looking to pool. There was a period for, well, for quite a long time now, where as soon as you would get into your Berserk window, you just press those bites as soon as you had 25 energy, you just send them. Whereas now you're actually going to want to pool to that 50 energy mark to maximize the value. I'll be honest, I don't really know how Relentless Predator is going to play into things. I don't know if it's going to be worth picking that up at some point as well, maybe for like Raid or something where you have more, potentially more talent points around. But, yeah, probably not going to be played in Mythic Plus. I don't think this works with Apex bites and like Convoke bites and stuff, so probably not going to be played in Mythic Plus necessarily. There might be some Mythic Plus dungeons where a very heavy single target. I'm trying to think of the new pool. Also worth mentioning is that Apex is getting reshuffled a little bit. It's now going to have a higher proc rate in single target and a lower proc rate the more mobs you're sort of adding on. So that's kind of good in my opinion. We're going to get another single target buff, again coming from our bites. Our AoE will like suffer slightly, I suppose, but I don't think in the grand scheme it's going to be that big of a deal. And I think it's better suited for more procs on single target, fewer on AoE, because in AoE you have so much stuff to do anyway. That's actually okay. You are finding in AoE a lot of the time where you'd just be Apex globaling a lot, and you'd have things falling off, you'd be wanting to refresh your rakes, and that sort of thing, and then Apex is proccing and not setting you free. So, good stuff there. They've also shuffled around with Ashmane's Guidance, Avatar of Ashmane. So now during Incarnation, Avatar of Ashmane, and for 30 seconds after it ends, your Rip and Rake each cause affected enemies to take 3% increased damage from your abilities. I'm sort of okay with it. I'm not necessarily mega against it, but I'm trying to just approach the game from looking at things in a lot more positive light at the moment. So, for me, I'm happy either way. If people are upset about this, okay, sure, I'll support you. If people are happy about this, okay, I'll support you. I don't really mind. It's not game-changing for me. Very happy with the idea of playing Convoke. Very happy with this Feral Frenzy. It's giving us a buttload of damage. We're actually going to have a pretty cool weapon coming in the raid as well. So this is an on-equip effect from the raid. Your spells and abilities have a chance to draw on the Corruption Within, dealing an additional 26,000 Shadow Flame damage to you and your targets. Damage is increased by 400% against enemies above 90% health. Monstrous. So, happy with that. All really cool. It's been really fun. I've been doing some Mythic Plus. You can see Psy up top. No surprises there. I'm a noteworthy person in the WoW community, so you'd expect it. But, yeah, some pretty cool things here. I'm really excited to, like, come back and mess around with this. And see how we fare. Throwing in the Convoke again. Zam. Wow, 3 million DPS. I must be pretty good. So, yeah, I'm very happy with this tier set. I think it's gonna, most important, like, I know some people have said that the words I've been having from people coming in and watching me on stream and stuff. I know I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy, but people have been coming in and saying, hey, Si, what do you think about the new Feral tier set? And I've been going, oh, well, awesome, you know, more damage. Yes, it locks us into Feral Frenzy. Some people have been upset with that, but in my opinion, it's a talent that we were already taking in Raid anyway. We were taking it in Mythic Plus when appropriate, say Vortex Pinnacle. You could see it in like Brackenhide if you're needing to burst down the totems, stuff like that. So there was importance put on Feral Frenzy. People were using it in keys. So there were some dungeons where you're running it anyway. Yes, now it locks you into running it in all dungeons, but that's actually a good thing, because before it felt annoying where you'd be playing Feral and you go, well, our single target is our specialty. We want things to live for a long time. But our single target absolutely sucks. It's horrendous. It's bad. And so you'd feel this kind of, this pull like you're Spider-Man, like you're Tobey Maguire, where you're there and you're like, do you save the school bus of kids? You know, do you save your AoE? You know, the future of Feral, do you save that? Or do you try and grasp a little bit of single target and try and pull that back and claw that back in? What do? Well, with Feral Frenzy now being so valuable, well, now you're going to want to take this anyway, and it's going to increase your AoE in turn. So your single target is increasing your AoE, which is great. And then it means on single target, we're actually going to have some meaningful damage now. I've been doing some testing. I played a bit with Kovu as well. Just happened to be the case. Kovu was absolutely demolishing on single target. And so it's looking like our single target is going to be pretty good in Mythic Plus. Obviously, we've got to wait and see final tuning and see how other specs are looking. But that's good that we at least have those single target options now in Mythic Plus. And in turn, we're just going to be getting more AoE for it. Awesome. Locking us into a talent, I'm kind of okay with. So, good for me. Happy with Convoke. Like, I'm excited, dude. This is looking cool. I just hope that Feral's going to be in a spot where we're good enough that we can actually get into content and we don't have to AFK 4 hours in Valdrakken, and hopefully we'll be able to make some magic happen there. But let me know in the comment section down below. Are you all excited for this? Are you bummed out? Are you mad? Are you angry? Are you ready to complain? Or are you excited? Let me know. And thanks for watching. If you want to see more Feral content, you know, I've missed doing it. So let me know if you want stuff from me. If there's things that's missing in the community that isn't getting a lot of content time on, then let me know and I'll try and make that for you. I still, you know, want to do that. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.